All right. Cash your cap. Let's go.
Mhm.
A great idea is all you need to build a successful business.
That's not all you need. So it's cap. It's part of what you need, but that's not all you need. Yeah.
If you can't explain your idea in one sentence, it is not viable.
Gosh. You should be able to explain your idea in one short sentence. If not, it's available.
Execution matters more than the idea itself.
Gosh, it does actually. Because if you have the idea, you don't have the right strategy of execution strategy, then it's maybe as good as dead. So yeah, gosh. Wow.
You don't need funding to prove your idea works.
Gosh, you actually don't need funding to prove your idea works. Not every idea needs to start with funding, but we'll get into that some of the episodes coming up.
If your family and friends don't get the idea, it's probably not going to work.
So that's dicey. It can be cash, it can be cap. So it depends on the scenario. So in my opinion, family and friend is quite vague, like it's large. So I think it's a 50-50. Or you understand what I mean? It's 50-50. Because what if your family and friends are jealous of you and they don't love you? Doesn't mean your idea will fly. But then in some cases, if they can't, one person among them can't get it, then your idea might be just trash.
Your first business idea is really the one that succeeds.
Oh gosh. Sometimes you try again, you try again until you hit the nail on the head and voila, you could scam.
Timing is everything. Same idea, wrong moment, total flop.
Gosh. It explains itself already, literally. Like, yeah, timing is everything. If you have the right idea and it's not the right timing, or you miss the timing, it could totally flop. So timing totally matters.
All right, thank you very much.
Is that all? I was having fun already. Hi guys. Welcome to another episode of Wealth Waves with Schola. Okay, so I literally enjoyed the cash or cap segment we just had now. But then what we'll be talking about today is the big idea from vision to viable business. Most of the time I hear a lot of people say stuff like, have a big idea, have this big idea, have this big idea. I need funding, I need investment, I need. So let's look at how to make your vision go from, make your big idea go from vision to a viable business where you make some money, right? So, one, how to identify profitable business ideas. Now stay with me, right? Look for everyday problems or inefficiencies across industries, in spaces, or in people's lives, right? Pain points often become business points, trust me, right? Now, watch trends. Where are people spending time or money that lacks innovation, right? Use your own experiences. What do you wish existed? Explore underserved or overlooked markets, right? Rural tech, local manufacturing. For instance, look at what Tranos did years ago when they started manufacturing steel sheets enclosures here in Lagos. Saved a lot of major tech companies the headache of having to manufacture overseas and then the shipment bring it in and spending extra money, right? So look in spaces, several problems where you can prefer solutions for, right? So for instance, another example, look at Airbnb. A set of people, whoever came up with thinking of identifying unused spaces, right? Plus high hotel costs, put them together, and at the end of the day, you have Airbnb. I mean, $1 billion idea, and then don't forget Schola driving movie theater. That's also a solution to a lot of people like us that don't like to be in confined spaces. Like, not like it's a problem, but would rather be in an open air space and all of that. So that's also a solution. Remember? Now, have you ever paid for something and thought, this could be better? That moment of frustration could be your opportunity. So look out for every opportunity you can. Secondly, the difference between a hobby and a scalable business. A hobby is passion driven. A business solves a market need and generates consistent revenue. Ask yourself, can it scale without me? Can it scale without you? Can it earn beyond your time and effort? If it can't, then there's a problem. Business requires system, customer acquisition, and repeatability. Very important. Now, red flags for hobby traps. So, take note. You are the only customer. That's a red flag. No one is willing to pay for it. That's a red flag. You are emotionally attached, but doesn't solve any real need. That's a red flag. So not just because I love to sleep, it's a hobby, then I must turn into a business. That's what we're talking about. So it must be viable, it must be a solution, it must be something people are willing to pay for, right? So if your business can't grow without you in it, it's a job, not a scalable company. Now, next is market research. Now, a lot of people downplay this part. You cannot overemphasize the necessity of market research. Okay, now identify customers' pain points, like I said earlier, and the gaps. Look into using surveys, social media, online reviews, or community forums to identify recurring complaints from people, from customers in that space, right? Research what competitors are doing wrong. Low star reviews on Amazon or Google can be gold, and you'd never know, right? So study customer behavior, what they search for, what they post or ask for repeatedly, and then some of the platforms you can check for some of these things for research are like Google Trends, Reddit, Quora, Twitter polls, and several other type forms of Google Forms or surveys, right? Also, remember, a fitness app founder, for instance, that sits back and thinks, oh, a lot of people don't really enjoy doing this. I'm one of them. 1 hour, 2 hour kind of workout. What did somebody come up with? I can actually create or build apps where you can sit in your home and have barely 5, 10, 15 minutes workouts every day and still produce results. So think out of the box. So under this particular big idea topic, right, there are several other points that I'd love to share with you, but in the name of not having the episodes too stretchy, let me know probably in the comment below. Let me know probably via email or via DMs if you'd like us to continue on this particular topic. If you want a private chat, mate, it's okay. If you think you want to, because we'll get to several other very interesting topics, and I can't wait to get to the topic of collaboration and partnership. Yay. I'm so excited already. So if you want us to continue on this particular topic, let's know and we'll have another sub-episode for it. Okay, so this is another exciting part of this episode for me. It's the scholar's confession, right? So, trying to touch point on the big idea, and of course, like we said during our cap about timing, I'd like to give a personal experience of the Schola driving movie theater. I'm sure we all remember in 2020 when there was a global shutdown. Like, what was that thing called now? A lockdown, right? And a lot of, because before 2020, I'd already, organized the driving event before that. And then a lot of people reached out to me, several people, messages, calls, emails, and they were like, oh, this is the best time to have a driving event, and I considered it because this project is a capital intensive project, actually. Capital intensive, literally, and then I had to observe, try to answer a question, try to do a lot of research, and I discovered that the system, Lagos, for instance, Nigeria, was too rigid to be able to get some level of approval. I know one or two people, practically one, that tried having it, but it wasn't sustainable. And what I told myself then was I wouldn't want to start something I can't continue. And I advised myself to wait for the right timing, look up for when the system, the timing, and everything correlated together. And that's what we had to do, so we don't just, burn money or just, spend and not, get returns or make it stable. So it's important to, when you have a big idea, it's important to study your environment, study the laws, study the regulations, and also make sure it's at the right timing. And that's it for this episode. It's been fun, and I look forward to the next episode with you. Until then, if you have questions, if you have anything you'd like us to address, anything you'd like us to talk about, please let us know via DM or comments below. Remember to follow, like, share the messages if you have to. So until the next episode, keep flowing with good waves of wealth. Toodles.